welcome you to this broadcast of OHSAA Tournament Volleyball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Marion Local High School. The Minster Wildcats will take on the Marion Local Flyers. Tonight's game are brought to you by these sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco, our fine sponsors, bringing the game here at the Hangar sectional final between the number 2 seeded Marion Local Flyers and the number 3 seeded Minster Wildcats. Along with Jeff Henson, I'm Dave Kanapke. First, let's look at the Wildcats, Jeff. 11 and 12 on the season. Very young team, only a couple seniors, an up and down season, but a team that really played Marion tough early in the year.
Yeah, you take a look at the whole piece of work here. Obviously, they lost some games they wish they could have won, had some close battles. Battled Marion Local early in the year, got kind of handled the first game, but come back with overtime losses in games 2 and 3, 30-28 and 27-25. So I'm sure the Wildcats feel like, hey, we can hang with them. And, you know, Minster's let some games maybe get away and lost some heartbreakers here and there, and, you know, at the end of the season as well. So they've been all over the place. Just need to get it in rhythm and get consistency, and they can be a very high-quality team.
Talking of high quality, the Marion Local Flyers, number 2 seed, 18 and 4, a very senior dominated team, very balanced all the way around. For much of the season, they were the top of the MAC. They were undefeated, their number 1 ranked team in the state, had some late losses, but that doesn't diminish how good of a team they are.
Very well said. They battled. They had a great season. They played very good competition, not only obviously with the teams in the MAC, but they traveled to some tournaments away from the area where they play some bigger schools, and that's a whole level of high quality athletes that are, you know, bringing it to the match, and they compete there and did very well. Talked to Coach a little bit before the match tonight when I got here, and I said, well, you know, last year doing pretty well, this year about where you expect. He goes, well, I think we're actually doing better than I expected. You know, he's very pleased with their progress. You know, obviously thought they have a decent team coming back. They had, had to rebuild a little bit from last year and work through some stuff, but playing very well this year and got some big victories, beating Bremen, if you will. Those games were at home. A couple of their losses, I think, all away from the Hangar, and a little bit of different environment. He mentioned, you know, that sometimes that affects his players, so he's hoping that, you know, they can play well here, earn the right to move on. But very pleased with this team's performance this year with where they're at.
Yeah, just following up on that point, they were 8 and 17 last team. That sounds like a really bad. They just lost a lot of very close games, had almost everybody coming back, and they have chosen to play their rival Minster here in the home court, which should be a very good sectional final. We'll be back with the starting lineups when we return on NKTelco Sports.
Marion. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course. It's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to the Hangar. We're getting ready for a good matchup between the number 2 seeded Marion Local Flyers, 18 and 4 overall, and the number 3 seeded Minster Wildcats, 11 and 12. So getting ready for it. Again, these two teams open the MAC schedule at Minster. Marion 1 and 3, but 2 of them were very overtime games. And we have a nice crowd here. You expect a lot of Marion people and a lot of Minster people supporting the black and orange. So we're getting ready for our Emerson Copeland starting lineups here. And should be interesting as MAC matchup. Marion was the number 2 seeded team. They chose in a way when they had the draw they wanted to play Minster here.
Yeah, and they got that when Minster put themselves on there, able to place themselves at that time and get the home game against them.
So they're doing the non-starters for Minster. Again, they're coached by Cammie Garman in her 12th year. Now the starting line is brought to you by Emerson Copeland. Okay, that was, okay, now they go to Marion Local.
Non-starters.
Non-starters again for the Marion Local Flyers. Again, 18-4. They were a long time undefeated in MAC before they lost too late to Coldwater and Versailles. Number 5, Julia Meyer, the starters. 6, Reagan Kramer. 18, Nora Eckstein. 19, Lindsay Koenig. 28, Chloe Ronenbaum. Also in there is Julia Meyer and Eve Mesher. And Lydia Eifert is the libero. So again, those are your Emerson Copeland starting lineups. Head coach Anthony Chappell in his 4th year at the helm. As both teams go to the center net to shake hands, it gives a chance to talk about our keys to the game. We'll first start with the visiting team tonight, the Minster Wildcats.
Well, they know they need to serve aggressively. They don't want the Flyers to get an easy offense. They also want to be aware of Marion Local's offense. They have a lot of attackers, have to be very active at the net to know where it's going and basically guess right. And also run a quick offense and vary your shots. Don't be predictable. Keep Marion Local's defense off rhythm, if you will. So for the Flyers, they need to be very aggressive at serve and serve receive, make good first contact. They need to limit and shut down the best they can Lily Barhorse, Minster's leading attacker, and also press the tempo, kind of go fast, get a good first touch, and then spread around to those numerous hitters you have and force Minster to kind of chase you blocking wise, gives you a bigger window to hit out of and a more successful attacking. Thank you to Keyhole Pizza for our keys to the game.
Both teams are on the floor, a good atmosphere here at the hangar. As Marion Local was 8-17 last year. Had a lot of close games. Lost in the district final last year in a close match to eventual state runner-up St. Henry. Minster 11-12 have a lot of good hitters on the team, trying to find that rhythm, and they will get the start as junior setter. Elena Pranger will get us started here. Dug by Eifert. Moeller will set Lindsay Koenig, first team All-MAC. Lindsay Koenig with the kill.
Well, pretty much spot on. A beautiful first touch there by libero Eifert, and a beautiful set. And then Koenig really just took care of business, do what she does. And you got 3 hitters up there all ready to go on the set, and Koenig delivers.
Julia Moeller with the serve across. Pranger will set Addie Inskeep with the kill.
Sophomore attacker delivers for Minster. Again, a good first contact, a settable ball. And Addie Inskeep delivers off of the hands of a block attempt.
Hannah Oldegus will join Megan Fortman and Addie Inskeep in the front row as their leading hitter Lily Barhorse will serve. There's Ronenbaum with an angle shot and a kill for the sophomore Chloe Ronenbaum.
Well struck from the left front there by Ronenbaum, and again, it's been short and sweet points here. Neither team has really allowed the volley to happen. It's been serve, receive, and attack, kill for each team in their possessions.
Natalie Evers comes in. Her and Moeller will set in this 6-2 offense. There's Megan Fortman on the right side with the kill. There's a back set hit by Eve Mesher. Wildcats scramble. They get a Barhorse from the back row. Nice hit. Nice dig by Eifert. Ronenbaum try to go back row a little long. Point Minster.
well read. I think it was Barhorse back there from Minster. A lot of top spin from Chloe. Ronnebaum's shot. It didn't miss by much. Good read by Barhorse, letting it go.
Lindy Hemmelgarn back to serve the libero. She was the libero last year. This year, she didn't become a libero till late, and she serves it last minute. Eifert thought she better hit it. It would have been close. The end result, a point for Minster.
Tough read there, as he mentioned. It's Eifert. I thought it was maybe drifting long too, and it just kind of, dances around those knuckleball serves and such, make it difficult to play.
One of two seniors on this team as that one sails long. Side out will give it to the Flyers as Reagan Kramer enters the front row to join Mesher and also Stella Hilsman. As Eifert, first team All-MAC at libero, serves an ace. Eifert, first team All-MAC, along with Lindsay Koenig, also Nora Eckstein, and Julia Moeller at second team, and Stella Hilsman, honorable mentions. The Flyers well represented on the All-MAC teams. Flat-footed hit by Oldigus. Evers would do a back set to Mesher. Nice dig by Barhorse. Back set Fortman. Down the blockers, there's a double hit. Megan Fortman with a hit.
Her specialty is the attacking, Dave, out of the right front. She does a very nice job, and that's a tough spot to hit from. You have to really have good coordination and let the ball kind of get to your hitting spot. And she does a nice job out of the right front.
Brooklyn Osterloh into the game, as there's a dink by Hilsman. Nice save by Hemmelgarn. Over on two, and it will fall for the Flyers.
Was that pushed over by the setter, Dave? I'm trying to think which blue shirt. I saw it go over. That was on the first one.
Was it on Evers?
Oh, Lord. I think so.
Ava Unross will come into the game. Into the front row is number 13, Nicole Frank. She was injured the first time these played. As the last half of the season, it's another strong player, senior hitter Nicole Frank for Coach Chappell. They'll set Lamb, and Kayla Lamb has had a nice junior year with a kill.
Pretty good contact and had a wall of defense in there, but got it down on the Marion local side for a kill for the Cats.
Lamb and Barhorse join the setter, Elena Prenger, as Hannah Oldigus serving for the Wildcats. 7 juniors on this team. There's a big hit by Frank, will go wide. Wildcats 6-5 with the lead. Wildcats can play pretty loose. There's no pressure. The underdog here trying to play one of their rivals, and they played them tough the first time they played, as Eifert on the dig. Little mix-up off the rafters, but they're able to handle it. Prenger sets Barhorse. There's a dink covered by Evers. Set it over to Frank. The lefty powers it down.
Well, she missed on her first attack out of the middle, but that right front for a left-hander is like the opposite, if you will, for the left front for a right-hander. And Frank powers it very nicely with the left hand.
Lindsay Koenig into the game, as Julia Moeller will serve and set for the Flyers. Prenger over on two. Moeller sets Koenig. Nice block. Looks like Barhorse got the most of that. She's along there with Lamb.
Lamb and Barhorse combined block assist against a powerful attack. Well timed and termination block for the Wildcats.
Addie Inskeep comes into the front row as the opposite middle hitter for the Wildcats. Kayla Lamb now serving with a 1-point lead. Hard serve dug by Eifert. It hits the rafters and falls down.
We've seen the rafters here on the Flyers home court affect them twice now. And that's something that, you think they'd be used to, but it's been a benefit for the Cats.
Both coaches, when they mentioned their keys, they talked about aggressive serving. I think it's more important here. You can serve hard. It can hit those up in the rafters. Overpass. Minster did not take advantage of that.
No, they had a chance there in the overpass, a momentum play, but attacked it into the net. You mentioned the ceiling here. You serve aggressive, the carom, the ricochet, if you will, off the arms. It goes too high, it's up there, and you're playing pinball with it. It makes it very difficult to make the next play.
Flyers on the attack. Koenig with a kill. Lindsay Koenig.
Took a little bit off and kind of went diagonal. Good spot placement for the senior Lindsay Koenig, her second kill of game 1.
Nora Eckstein has 63 aces. That's second in the MAC. She was first team all MAC as a back row player. Ronenbaum off the blockers. Nice try by Prenger, but not able to keep it in.
2 kills now for Ronenbaum. Again, pretty hard attack, and it's tough to get those blocks, directionally. You got to have strong hands and angle them just right. And that time, the ricochet not able to be played by the Cats.
Eckstein. Wildcats will have to free ball it. Chance for the Flyers. Back set and a block by Barhorst. Second time that she's got Koenig on block.
Well timed. I think Lily Barhorst went up by herself. She gets a solo block. She definitely made the contact, and termination blocks are hard to acquire. She gets 2 of them here in game 1.
Probably the best front row combination for Minster right now as Fortman comes in to join Inskeep and Barhorst. Fortman earlier in the year was playing more left side, and about halfway through the season, Coach Garman switched to the right side, and she's a natural right side hitter. And there's an ace there by Elena Prenger.
The aggressive serve again has kind of, ate up the defender there from Marion Local. Just gets on you too quick. And again, these serves are very critical. You want to be aggressive, but don't commit the error.
Prenger serving with a 1-point lead, 10-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Nicole Frank will dink it, covered by Helmegarn. Back set Fortman, off the blockers, there's Eifert. Moeller, quick set to Koenig. She tried to dink it back on the Marion side. Ronenbaum for the kill.
3 kills now for Chloe Ronenbaum. 2 of them have come where the Cats have been able to get a hand on it, but the ball's come towards the sideline. They couldn't get a good clean second touch.
Ronenbaum, not your typical left side hitter, and she's only 5'6".
But she jumps well.
She jumps well.
And she's strong.
And she has a lot of variety on her hits. Serve across for the Flyers. They'll go Barhorst. I don't know if that made it. Evidently it did.
Give Koenig the kill. Net violation on the Wildcats. But Koenig, right idea. She was able to push it deep corner, but in the meantime, Wildcats in the net on the block attempt. Koenig now with 3 kills to join Ronenbaum for the Flyers, each with 3.
1-0. Dug by Helmegarn. There's Barhorst flying out of there, and there's Koenig getting the block.
Well,
also there, E. Messer alongside her.
I believe Koenig a return favor. I think Barhorst got Koenig a few points ago, possessions ago. Now Koenig able to return the favor against the Barhorst attack.
12-10. There's the save by Helmegarn. The 3 ball across. See what the Flyers do with this. Moeller back set. Nice dig by the Wildcats. They'll go over, and it hits the rafters. And that Flyers now stretch it to a 3-point lead.
I believe that's the first time Minster has been affected negatively by the rafters. Marion a couple times here in game 1.
Over on 2, and then down. Koenig with the overpass.
Well, the serve aggressive was first touch. The setter had to go over. It resulted in a kind of an awkward set. Koenig did hit it real well, but got enough of it to the open spot for her 4th kill.
Eckstein continues to serve. Minster has been a trouble all year. Their serve receive. They free ball it again. Koenig power dinks it. They'll say on the line. Coach Garman was right in front of her. She thought it was outside. Line judge is a view down the line, calls it in.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. It was close. I mean, it's
hard to tell from our angle. Prenger will set Inskeep. That will sail wide. And the Flyers on a roll. Coach Garman will call a precision strip timeout. Her squad got off to a good start. They now trail by 6. You're watching Tournament Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back as you see Coach Garman around her Wildcats. She's in her 12th year in a battle right now against a very tall, talented, and very balanced Flyer team.
Yeah, the Wildcats were right there, and then suddenly they kind of got out of the system. They didn't get many attacks, and they were free balling it over. I heard you mention a couple of times, just not getting those quality attacks you'd like for your offense to do, and the Flyers have made them pay. They've made all of their mistakes. You know, they've taken advantage of it and gotten the point.
There's Fortman. Did not make it over. So Nora Eckstein continues to serve. I think it's about a 7-point run.
Yeah, I say it was back and forth for the longest time. Now
about 1 point, yeah.
Yeah, now it's a 7-point lead. It's like, how did they just have gotten there pretty quick?
Back set, Barhorst. Nice save by Eifert, but nobody able to get the last one. Kill for Lily Barhorst.
Well, much needed point for the Wildcats, and for Barhorst, she does have a couple blocks for points, but that's her first kill. And now she's already back in the back row, so she kind of skated through the front row with, you know, don't really recall her number too much being called.
That one goes into the net. As coming into the front row, Stella Hilsman will block in the middle.
2 serve aces on the Wildcats, 0 serve aces for the Flyers so far here in game 1.
Sophomore Natalie Evers will serve and set.
That was almost out.
And out of the free ball, Evers will go over to Hilsman. That's blocked down. There was Foreman and Inskeep. I'll let you make the call there, Jeff.
Well, they both went up. They both get the assist. I don't know which one got it, but for Minster now, that's their 3rd block for point here in game 1. That's been an advantage for them. They've done a nice job on these good hitters for the Flyers.
Eifert with the dig. They go from the back row. It's Eckstein with the hit, and that will fall. Eckstein, who was a hitter last year and part of this year when Frank was hurt, has a quality hit from the back row.
Yeah, just got enough on it. Barhorst couldn't quite handle it cleanly. She probably does clean it 9 times out of 10, but that time skipped through her fingers.
Eifert with the serve, dug by Oldigas. They'll go back to Hannah through the blockers. Eifert bump set to Kramer. Nice save by Hemmelgarn. Oldigas will try to push deep, too deep. Point Flyers.
Kind of out of system there, a little frantic, and Oldigas tried to do the right thing. You know, didn't have a great attack, push it deep, but just too much on the effort. Attack here, Minster.
Eifert serve, dug by Barhorst. That's very close to the net. Able to hit it over by Lamb. There's Kramer is blocked. Lamb and Fortman on the block.
Well, that's been a positive spot. Now, Marion Local still earned some kills, but boy, the Minster offense has basically been aided by their blocking. That's their biggest point getter here in the first game.
Brooklyn Osterloh leads the team in aces at 41, and that will serve long. She just comes in to serve. Earlier in the year, she was a setter. Great server. She hasn't played a lot of varsity in a while. She still leads the team in aces.
3 service aces, though, for the Cats. The Flyers yet to commit a service. I'm sorry, three service errors for Minster. The Flyers have yet to commit a serve error.
Ava Unross with the serve.
Another free ball.
Evers will set Kramer, and she smacks it down.
In the net.
Say in the net.
So the Flyers in the net, a break for the Wildcats. But boy, she hit it pretty well. Was it Kramer you said?
Kramer from the left side, yep.
Just caught the tape though in the follow through.
And Oldigas back to serve, as that means Barhorst rotates into the front row for the Wildcats. Down by 7. Kramer will swing again and power through the blockers.
Her first kill for the senior attacker, made up for her mistake the previous opportunity, and cashes in to give the Flyers back the 8-point lead. Just 3 remain.
Carrie Heckman comes into the back row for Minster. Lindsey Koenig into the front row. She'll play middle for the Flyers, and senior Julia Moeller serving and setting Coach Chappell's team. Over on 2 by Prenger. Bump set Frank, the lefty, swings it hard. And it's always a big advantage when you got a lefty hitting on the right side.
I mean, Fortman does a nice job for Minster right front, but she's a right-hander. It just looks more intimidating with Frank being able to crush it there with being left-handed out of the right front. It really makes it a tough battle. There's a good attack, though, by the Cats. getting a Lama kill on the right front.
Yeah, nice play by Lama. It's kind of she had to twist her body and had a nice hit.
Made a nice adjustment to the ball and still made good quality, went diagonally and scored her second kill of game one.
Dig by Eifert. Moeller, quick set to Koenig. That's in. They like to do that quick set to Koenig in their middles. And both of the coaches mentioned having quick offense.
Yeah, kind of go tempo, high speed, good first touch, a shorter set.
And it's a set point here for the Flyers, 24-15. Inskeep, nice save by Unrost. The Flyers keep it alive. They go to Barhorse, she has to hit it over. Koenig, they go over and two by Moeller. They'll set Barhorse off the blockers. Moeller quick to Koenig, and she power dinks it for the set point. Flyers, after a close start, they pull away. They win the first set 25-15 as both teams will regroup. We'll be back with the second set here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Welcome back here. We're getting ready for the second set in the game. The first set that went back and forth, it was tied at 10. Marion had about a 7 or 8 point one. They ended up prevailing on the First National Bank scoreboard, 25-15.
Yeah, well said. The game started off back and forth, and I wasn't really paying attention to the score, but every time I looked, it was tied or 1 point. And then all of a sudden, Marion just started doing things a little bit better, and Minster kind of got out of offense, didn't get a lot of great attacking, and next thing you know, it's a 4-point lead. It was 5, and then it's like, wow, how did this happen? Well, I think aggressive serving by the Flyers. Minster didn't get really into great offense, and Flyers just didn't let anything drop. They played very clean. Just 4 errors did the Flyers have in the total game 1, so they made Minster work. And kills for the Flyers, they had 15 in game 1 compared to just 5 kills for the Wildcats. 1 service ace for Marion Local, 3 for Minster. Blocking, Marion had 1 termination block, and Minster had 4. And I said earlier, Minster's offense, most of it's coming from their blocking. The 4 termination blocks compared to 5 kills. I mean, it's a good blocking number, but the 5 kills really hurt and really knocked Minster, if you will, out of the running in game 1 and let Marion Local get the 10-point win.
They will serve to start it. Marion started out the season, they won 5 to start before they lost to OG. They won 4 in a row. And then they played in that big tournament in Cincinnati. They lost to Mercy McCullough, but they beat Notre Dame Academy, Molly, and Christian Hills Christian Academy. Then they won 8 in a row. And then they lost the 2 tough ones. They were riding high in first place in the MAC. Lost at Coldwater and at Versailles. There's no shame in losing to either one of those teams before they beat Delta St. John.
Yeah, those 2 losses on the road to Versailles and Coldwater, both Division III schools. So, won't have to worry about them, but good competition. Both the keywords are on, I think all their losses on the road.
There's a wraparound play to Barhorse, a play that Lily doesn't have the opportunity a lot because she's a left side hitter. And so good change of pace there by Minster as Barhorst with the kill as Pranger go back to serve.
Barhorst, her second kill. And again, just for Minster now, there's 6 kill in the match. So had a tough go of it in the first game.
Ace by Pranger. Minster started the season. They were 5-2 at one time. Then they got a stretch. They played a lot of tough teams in that. Lost 6 in a row. Then they won 4 of 5. They lost 3 of 4 before they lost to Wayne, or they beat Waynesfield Goshen to come to this, qualify for this one, as Marion plays the rafters quite well there. Right side hit by Fortman. Nice hit. Good angle by Fortman.
Well, another rafter affected the Flyers here. They had to free ball it over, and then Fortman really cut it hard. She was well outside or off the court on the right side, hit it across court inside the 10-foot line, just in bounds for Fortman. That's her second kill.
Pranger floats it a little bit. Ronenbaum, Moeller back to Chloe, and there's a block. Inskeep and Fortman. They're in a 4-0 lead for Minster.
Good start for the Wildcats. Another termination block for Fortman. She's been a part of 3 of them, and for Inskeep, she's now been a part of 2 of them.
These two teams played first game of the league. Minster might have outplayed Marion in a couple of them, as we'll talk more about it. And there's Koenig, this time on the right side. She's hit, I think she's had a kill from every point.
I think you're right.
Spot in the front row.
She's hit from every area. That kill there, she had 7 in game 1. So that one there now 8 kills for the very good senior attacker, Lindsay Koenig.
As she departs, and now Natalie Evers serving. Stella Hilsman's a middle row player. And there's Barhorse from the right side, and there's been 3 right side kills in this set for the Wildcats.
And 2 of them, surprising, maybe come from Barhorse on kind of a wraparound. That was another kind of a wraparound, and then Fortman hit the one where she's more accustomed to hitting to, a good cross-court shot.
Barhorse played a little middle last year before they switched her to outside. Flyers adjust on that one. Hit by Inskeep. Hit over by Eifert. Chance for the Wildcats. Back set Fortman off the blockers. Nice dig by Eckstein. Right side Mesher into the net. Wildcats now up 6-1. In that game early in the season, Marion won the first game easy, 25-12. And then Marion won 30-28, 27-25. In those last 2 sets, Minster actually had more kills in both of those. Maybe I outplayed, but Minster had a lot of bad serves and should have won probably at least 1, if not 2 of those sets, as there's a big hit by Stella Hilsman to get the ball back to the Flyers.
Yeah, the Flyers needed something, and Hilsman delivered on a strong attack from the senior, and now a 4-point Wildcat lead, but Minster playing with a lot of energy here. You know, even though losing the game 1 by 10, they've got off to a good start, playing with a lot of energy and get some good, strong attacking.
A nice hustle by Barhorse to save that one. From the right side, Eve Mesher with the kill. Eve Mesher, one of 7 seniors on this team. I think all these seniors played a lot last year. They lost. Olivia Winter was the only senior, so they had virtually their whole team back. As it was just a soft dink by Minster. Kramer will swing and get the kill.
In game 1, the Flyers had 6 different players record kills. In game 2, Eve Mesher and Stella Hilsman each recorded a kill. So now 8 different Flyers have at least 1 kill. We talked about pregame. Marion Local can spread the wealth.
Yeah, they're a very balanced team. There isn't anybody on the team you go, wow, they're just awesome. Like you get some teams have this huge big hitter. They just have a lot of very good hitters.
And when you see it, when they bring the setter out of the back row, watch the hitters in the front. They got 3 girls all running to the net. You don't know which one's getting it.
Yeah, and there's a nice hit by Oldegus. Much needed kill for the Wildcats to get a side out. And the other thing with the Flyers, they've had 2 players in the back row get first team All-MAC, Eckstein and Eifert. That's another key, is their back row is solid as well.
They make it tough to score against. When Minster just with the 5 kills in game 1, a good stat to show you how good defense they can play.
Big hit by Hilsman, a little long. Point for the Wildcats. Amelgarn serves. In the front row, we have Oldegus, Lamb, and Fortman for the Wildcats. That one will go into the net. Side out to the Flyers. A lot of different players play for Coach Chappell in his 4th year. As into the front row, Nicole Frank. Back to serve Ava Unross, running a 6-2. That you always have more substitutions when you run a 6-2. But
yeah, 3 hitters in the front row at all times, and watch them here. They'll send 3 of them to net.
There's Evers, Kramer. Yeah, it gives you a lot of options every time.
Yeah, and I mean, the setter does a nice job, and they you know, they know where it's going, and you just got to guess correctly and hopefully you get a good block against them, or you go solo blocks, and it's much easier to hit against a solo block than it is a double block.
Hard serve by Unrost, over on 2 by Lamb.
Well, Kayla Lamb did a nice job, became a perfect set, and again, she able to vary the attack there. You know, it kind of was an out of system attack, but boy, Lamb able to push it to the deep corner. Good decision by her for her 3rd kill.
Working Osterloh into serve with an ace. At Minster, where we announced the games, we're kind of in the crow's nest in the end zone. You can really see how that ball moves. And when she serves, her ball goes left and right and drops a lot. So she got an ace on the first one. Second one is handled by the Flyers, and Reagan Kramer puts it away.
Kramer now with 3 kills in game 2, 4 in the match, but she's a good athlete. Kramer jumps very well. She's been able to pound some nice, hard to defend shots here in game number 2. Help her team come back to just a 2-point deficit now.
Lindsay Koenig into the front row as lefty Julia Moeller serving. Minster, another free ball. Moeller goes to Kramer, and she put it, that's almost a vertical hit there.
Yeah, she has been very strong here. And again, what happened there, Dave? Free ball over. You know, if we almost had to keep track of free balls, I think the team that has the most free balls is probably going to have a tough time winning, especially against a team like the Flyers that have so many attackers that can hit it hard. They make it very difficult.
Hit, block, back on the Flyer side as they're able to get it across. Bump by Pranger to Pranger, wrap around to Lamb, blocked out of bounds. So successful play there by the Wildcats.
Well, the Wildcats much better job attacking here in game 2. That's 2, 4, 6 kills, and I'd say 4, maybe 5 of them have come out of the right front, and about half of those 6 have been on slide plays.
Holdigus that will go wide. Yeah, I've noticed that through the years. Teams during the season, they don't maybe scout as much for the other team. They're just worried about getting their team to play. But when it comes to tournament, they're looking at particular matchups, somebody weak in the back row to go after it. It's a different game in tournament. There's a bump set. Frank, big hit. She's a weapon there.
When she came in, when you mentioned her name into the front row, I thought, I like the left-hander that hits out of that spot. It's not normal. There aren't that many left-handed attackers I can think of. She's one of them, and she has a beautiful swing, it looks like, and has really made good contact.
Nice serve there by Reagan Kramer. We're an ace, and the Flyers take the lead at 12-11.
The senior Reagan Kramer, a super game number 2, 4 kills and a service ace. And some of those kills she's had recently has helped her team climb back, and she's had some powerful shots.
Heckman with the dig. They set Barhorst. Scramble, but they're able to get a set to Frank. Rattles around there. Nice play by the Flyers. There was a spike, but they were able to get the spike back.
Yeah, they kept the ball alive, and Frank got it close, and can power there, and the Wildcats made a good play on it. Anywhere else, like at their home gym, for Minster, they're probably able to play the second ball, but momentum right now on the favor of the blue and yellow.
Reagan Kramer controlling these last few points is very strong serves, causing problems for the Wildcats. This one takes a little bit off of it. Pranger, bump set, Lamb, the Barhorse did not make it over.
Yeah, I think they might. You think, boy, the way they celebrated, I'm thinking that Pranger and also Frank got it. I don't know for sure.
I'll let you make the call.
No, just by the reaction, I'm going to give it to him. So they earned one. Oh, nice serve.
Very short, and Pranger hits it over on the first one. They'll set Koenig through the blockers for the point. This is eerily like the first set, as Coach Garman sees it as well. The Flyers pulled away. Right now they pulled away a 5-point lead. You're watching tournament volleyball here on NKTelco Sports. welcome back as you see the Minster squad taking that precision strip timeout, trying to stop another run for the Flyers, this time in the second set.
I believe Minster opened up a 6-1 lead to start the game.
That's a good point.
So Marion Locals outscored them 15-6 here and have done so with some very aggressive attacking and strong serving.
Lamb from the right side. Nice bump set, battle at the net, back on the Flyer side. Moeller, nice set over to Frank. Julia Moeller did a great set there. Everybody looked like it was going one way, and she adjusted her hands. That wasn't really a back set. It was almost a side set.
Very well. I thought the same thing. I thought it was coming our direction. Then she threw it backwards, kind of, and boy, Frank has attacked him well. She's gone across court. That one kind of went down the line.
And serve by Kramer goes long, but she gets a lot of clapping at the bench. She did her job. And
yeah, 2 aces in that rotation. And she won't get all, I mean, some of the serves that weren't an ace, but it made Minster go out of system with a free ball result, and then a kill by Frank was the biggest offense.
Barhorst down for the kill.
Well, the Flyers need to get some consecutive serves here. They got back-to-back points, need to keep that momentum, and big thing is go to, get your setter or get your attacker, in this case, Barhorst, give her a swing. That time she got it from the left side. Her first couple of the game have been on slides over here in the right front.
That one goes into the net. Barhorst, the leading hitter on the Wildcats at 2.8 kills, followed by Lamb. So the more you want to, so to speak, feed the Bears, go to your big hitters.
And they've varied her a little bit. The one out of the left front, and she's done a couple of slides, so they've been moving around, trying to get her better angles.
Nice serve by Nora Eckstein. Kramer and Eckstein, there's some tough servers, and that's who fed the rally the last time. Eckstein was the one who had about 7 or 8 the last time. She had a little bit more finesse, but second in the league in aces, and there's the wrap around to Barhorst.
Good timing and well-timed and well-executed there. A good set, and Barhorst with an excellent finish. So Barhorst now with 5 kills in the match.
Barhorst is probably the most powerful hitter on the floor tonight. It's a matter of getting it to her at the right spots, and they have that rotation. She's actually in the middle.
Yeah, she did a nice job, and she's a strong athlete. She does hit it very well. And ball, good decision, back row.
That was a good eye. I guess they're players here. They're on this floor probably 6 days a week. They know this floor. They've been playing on this floor, not just their high school career. This is a junior high gym too. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong on that.
So they do have a junior high gym.
Minster once again scrambles and free balls it. Evers back set this time to Eve Mesher. Nice dig by Hemmelgarn, and they're able to get it across, albeit as a free ball. Quick one to Ronenbaum. There's Pranger. Bump set by Hemmelgarn. Nice one to Fortman. Nice bump set by Hemmelgarn. Set up Fortman.
Couple nice saves there by the Wildcats, trying to keep the Flyer attacks alive. They did so, and then Fortman with her 3rd kill. Big point there for the Cats. It brings them back to within 5, and just 5 points remain for the Flyers.
And a goal to get us into the front row as Lily Barhorst back to serve. Dig by Eckstein. Back set, Ronenbaum from the right side. Nice save by Barhorst. Fortman will hit it too wide. The Flyers extend the lead 21-15 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first, our longtime scoreboard sponsor, is Lydia Eifert serving for the Wildcats. Dig by Barhorst. Pranger. Inskeep. Not able to get it across. Flyers now 3 points away from victory here in this second set at 22-15. Oldigus did not make it. Flyers, Coach Chappell in his 4th year. He's 13-13 his first year. 2 years ago, 21-5. Last year, tough year at 8-17. Especially the standards that Marion Local Volleyball is at. Right now, 2 points away from victory here in the second set. Chance for the Flyers. Good job by That was like a backhand hit by Kramer as the set was pretty close to the net.
She's made a lot of things happen, and she continues to play well in game number 2, her 5th kill.
Timeout by the Wildcats. We'll keep it right here. All the timeouts this year sponsored by Precision Strip. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Copeland, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Some additional sponsors, Burke Petroleum, Chiltex, Seiss-Fruman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Secure Comps, St. Henry Bank, all our fine sponsors here bringing you tournament volleyball. And in this tournament game, Flyers are looking to close out the second set.
They just don't make many mistakes, and at times Minster's had some good swings, and Marion just does not let it drop. You mentioned the 2 players in the back row making all league, and there is a reason why. They just make it very difficult to score, but when you hit it like that, Fortman delivers. That's a tough stop no matter how good your defense is, and Fortman 3 kills in game 2. That's 4 for her in the match.
Nice back set by the setter, Elena Prenger, as libero Lindy Hemmelgarn back to serve. Wildcats a lot of work to go yet. It's another set point for the Flyers. Evers to Kramer will have a double hit on the set. So referees are looking to see if the ball's rotation changes. They have a better eye for that than I do. And right now, Minster has survived 2 set points, but not the third, as the Flyers win the second set on our First National Bank scoreboard. Flyers 25, Wildcats 17. Both teams will go back and talk to their coaches. We'll return for the third set here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back here to the third set as the Flyers prevail. A similar type game as the first set as they win the second set 25-17.
Well, they continue to just play clean volleyball. Just 4 errors committed by the Flyers. They only had 4 errors in game number 1. Minster had 5 errors, so Minster cleaned it up from the 7 they had in game 1. But you look at the attacking, as the Flyers winning that battle. They end game 1 with 12 attacks. Minster had 10, 4 service aces. The service aces got him in that big run. It was Kramer that got him this time in a big run to start him. 4 serve aces for the Flyers, 2 for the Wildcats. Blocking, Flyers did earn 2 termination blocks. Minster had 1 termination block, and the end result is a 25-17 victory for the Flyers, and their defense continues to be good. And I think they just continue to play clean. A lot of their attacks, I ought to keep it again. They don't free ball many attacks over.
No.
I mean, when's the last time they free balled it over? And I think of Minster having a handful of them, and that just gives a very good offense, almost a great opportunity to go to work pounding it right at the net. So
the winner of this match will play New Knoxville in the district next week as they won, as they defeated Perry. So they beat number 5. So number 6 seeded New Knoxville earned a place in district. Young team will get some action on the district tournament floor.
Nice sectional championship for the Rangers. They, record-wise, wasn't what they were hoping for, but we talked about how they continue to grow and get better, improve, all the above, and have made it paid off getting 2 tournament wins, and just shows you what they can do. I mean, they're in a tough league, and they play some tough competition and have taken advantage of that here in tournament.
Landon Pranger starts us off with the serve. Quick set. Lindsey Koenig puts it away.
Koenig now with 10 kills, 7 in the first set. Kind of a quiet, but yet the Flyers offense has just spread around so much. Had 2 kills in game 2. Now it's one here, now gives her 10. 8 different Flyers have recorded kills, and we're just now starting game 3.
There will be a double hit on Minster. MAC standings this year. Congratulations to the Bremen Cardinals and Coldwater Cavaliers. They finished at 8-1. Marion just a notch behind at 7-2. And then for Sales and St. Henry at 6-3. And Ronenbaum with a nice hit. Following that up, you had Parkway had a great season this year. Fort Recovery, Minster 2-7, and Delphus and New Knoxville rounded out. Another banner year for the MAC, and we'll see how many banners the MAC gets down the tournament trail.
Yeah, a couple different divisions. They'll be representative, divisions 3 and 4. So there are good teams out there, but there's some teams around this area have some high aspirations.
Battle at the net, that falls.
I think it was Koenig. Memory, I don't know, I was just watching who all touched, but I think Koenig will come up with a kill.
As Nora Eckstein continues to serve. Seems like when she serves, a lot of points follow. Kind of a half dink, half spike there. Mesher, nice save in the back row. There by Heckman, Carrie Heckman for Minster. Ronenbaum blocked right back at her. Lindsay goes over on 2. Koenig, that is. Inskeep, there's a good volley there, won by the Wildcats.
Some nice dig by each team to keep it alive, and then Addie Inskeep able to find pay dirt, her 2nd kill of the match.
Carrie Heckman goes to the bench. She got moved up from JV late towards the season. Getting some action as Hannah Oldigas replaces her in the front row. Barhorse serve across. From the right side, it's Koenig, and she is definitely a versatile hitter.
Yeah, I think she scored in all 3 positions again. Every time she was in there, she's able to produce, and she's, I just don't remember her having many mistakes tonight. I know she kept some alive, but maybe not a kill, but has been very efficient with her attacking. She now has 12 kills.
And a first-team All-MAC player as well. And Fortman is blocked. Ronenbaum and Stella Hilsman combined. And a 6-1 lead for the Flyers. The first 2 sets was really even to about 10, where Flyers pulled away. Right now, they're pulling away early.
The serve there by Evers just kind of floated around and ate up the defender, and results in the kill for Evers.
So they're playing their sectional championship on their home floor. They earned it as one of the top seeds, and I like what the tournament has done. Northwest District there is Inskeep. I don't know how many years it's been, 5-6 years that they switched the sectionals to be, used to be at a neutral side, and they made it, the first sectional be at the higher seed of the home court. It gives it a nice,
a little
more
reward,
energy reward. Like New Knoxville got a home game to start with, is a nice touch. As Hilsman's shot is blocked, there's Lamb with a hit. And then it'll be a neutral side at Walpock. We know New Bremen, New Knoxville will be there. The other ones to be decided as Barhorse tried to attack from the back row. Into the front row is Reagan Kramer. She hits from the right side. Eve Mesher, or she hits on the left side. Eve Mesher from the right side, and Stella Hilsman in the middle for the Flyers. Barhorse will try again from the back row. Nice save by Ronenbaum. Blocked. And it'll be a lift on Minster. And the Flyers just keep playing quality volleyball.
Natalie Evers actually had that nice save back there, but yeah, they just are all over the place, and even when it looks like it's out of system, they are able to get a decent attack on it.
There was Kramer, I think, gets the kill. Coach Garman will call a timeout. All these timeouts all year, we appreciate Precision Strip sponsoring them. We'll take a break. You're watching Tournament Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Coach Cami Garman calling a timeout, sponsored by Precision Strip, trying to stop the bleeding as the Flyers have taken control here early in the third set.
Yeah, the Flyers have just not let up. They seem to be getting better as the match goes on, and Minster's in the first few games has hung with them for the first half of the game, but right now having a tough start of the Wildcats and find themselves down by 8 already. So tough road for the Wildcats to get back into it, but see what happens here. The Flyers continue to, again, just play clean volleyball.
Fortman finds a spot. Or no, that's Megan Fortman.
She now has 5 kills in the match, and again, I think all 5 of those attack kills have come out of the right front.
Brooklyn Osterloh will serve. She had an ace earlier in this match for the sophomore. Nice dig by Eifert. Bump set to Kramer. Bump set to Oldigas. Flat-footed, it falls. Kill. Junior Hannah Oldigas.
Her second of the match, and wasn't really struck that hard, but it caught the top of the fingertips and caused it to drop. So Oldigas with her second kill for the junior attacker.
Bump set to Kramer. Minster able to get it. Osterloh pushes it deep. Kramer, there's Osterloh. Pranger sets Oldigas. The kill. Nice battle there for Minster. They were in some tough spots, but prevailed with the point.
Yeah, there was a section there where both teams just kind of pushed it back and forth with 2 hands, and then in the end, Hannah Oldigas, who flat-footed her last attempt for a kill, does a traditional hard swing for her second kill of game 3, her third of the match.
Kramer off the blockers, good angle, and Ranger Kramer produces again from the left side.
7 kills now for the senior. Had a good game 2 with 5 kills and 2 serve aces.
Nicole Frank into the front row as Ava Unross, sophomore, another good back row player for the Flyers, and boy, that serve just dropped.
Unrass her first serve ace of the match. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard coming from at least 35 feet away, but the movement and just makes a difficult play.
I never thought it should be as hard as it looked until I sat at the end of some volleyball matches on the end zone, like some of our at the barn and at Minster. You see that ball moving left and right, and it gives you a whole different perspective.
Yeah, and it's the top spin, sometimes it jump serves, it floats. It's not that easy. It makes it very difficult to get your team in offense. And right now, Minster's kind of been feeling it the hard way. Their offense just can't get on pace.
Quick set. There the Flyers, Stella Hilsman, senior middle hitter. She will depart. In her place in the front row will be Lindsay Koenig, as server and setter, senior Julia Moeller.
Hilsman with 2 kills, and they just attack everything so aggressively you just don't get a break. As another strong aggressive serve eats up a Minster defender, and a service ace for Julia Moeller.
Yeah, there's, it's like sports. Different sports goes long. Marion plays it where they're gonna keep going back and forth. Wait until you make the first mistake.
Yeah, that's her first mistake of game 3. They've had 4 and 4 in games 1 and 2. Minster just 7-6 so in the games 1 and 2. They got 4 here, but the Flyers just keep it clean and, like I said, force you to make a mistake.
Quick set. They like to go to quick set to Koenig, and Mueller did a great job of putting it right where Koenig can finish it.
She's a taller player, Koenig is. You just kind of get it near the area. She doesn't need a lot of vertical, and she's strong. She attacks it well.
And when you do the quick set, what you're doing is there's always a middle blocker. If you have that high set, the middle blocker can get over. Then you have 2 blockers. The quick set, a lot of times you're hitting one-on-one. Another hard serve goes in favor of the Flyers. There's Reagan Kramer again.
Well, that gives you 3 in the match, and you mentioned that blocking. It's always better to attack one-on-one versus one-on-2. And you talk about tempo. If you can go quick, you can beat the defense to the spot. And more times than not, that one-on-one option is going to prevail. Good swing by Lily Barhorse.
Yeah, nice job. Very athletic hit there by the junior Lily Barhorse. 8 juniors on this team. We were talking off the air. One advantage of Minster, if they don't prevail here, there's a lot of senior-dominated teams like Marion, like Parkway. Minster will be the one that has all the seniors next year against teams that will lose a lot of players, and there's a nice dink for a point for the Flyers.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't guarantee anything, but it sure makes the future look like all the experience and talent. You know, you just got to kind of clean it up a little bit. Of course, they're working on a very good team tonight, and Koenig now with 14 kills in a match. But Minster, when they get an offense, they've got some hitters, and it makes it tough to defend.
Well, they have some depth as the hitters. Ronnebaum, there's a nice dig by Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn will be one of the seniors that will graduate as Barhorse, a bad hit. And last year, Marion was a team that had all juniors, and they were 8-17 this year.
Yep, reversed
18-4. Now there's no guarantee that all happens.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It gives you some opportunity and hope, and it makes these girls want to work harder, you would think, to know that, hey, we got a chance to do something. We just got to work at it and still go out and play our game and make things happen.
Koenig punches it over. Fortman has to dink it there. Bump set to Ronnebaum, and it falls. Chloe Ronnebaum, a sophomore who played a bit last year as a freshman, with a kill there.
Her 5th of the night, 5th of the match, and their attacks just seemingly always stay in bounds. Minster's making plays. The touches fall in front of the defense. They just continue to, again, to attack very well. And they got so many various hitters. There's another kill by Fortman.
Fortman been pretty effective there from the right side as it's blocked out of bounds. And
6 kills now for Fortman. I believe all 6 have come from that right side front.
Lindy Hemmelgarn, hard serve. There's Eifert again. Back set. And Ronnebaum puts it down.
Right side that time. She had a couple kills from the left side. She now has 6 kills.
She showed her jumping ability there.
Yeah, and kind of changed her shoulders to attack it down. It wasn't a soft attack, but she changed her swing motion to force it to the back corner.
That serve goes in the net. Minster, ever since Flyers got out to the lead, they've been battling 50-50. The problem is Minster needs to be better in 50-50.
You can't give one take when you got to get some consecutive serves.
There's a big serve by Osterloh.
Her 2nd ace of the night.
Leads the team in 41 aces. When she was playing regularly in the varsity, she was 3rd in the MAC behind Eckstein and Schrader for New Bremen, who's been at the top of the league leaders. There's Kramer, dug by Hemmelgarn, out of bounds. Reagan Kramer with the kill.
Kramer now with 7.
Another double substitution. You have Nicole Frank into the game as Ava Unross, the sophomore. So it's mainly seniors and sophomores. 3 sophomores, Evers, Unross, and Ronnebaum, join the 7 seniors. And a couple juniors for the Flyers. Good volley and going on by the Wildcats. There goes Frank, just outside the line. Hemmelgarn with a good eye.
She kind of has like a roundhouse swing. I mean, it like brings it down. Her shoulder comes around, like gets a lot of topspin. That didn't miss by much right down the line, but she's gone down the line and cross court numerous times tonight. Eckstein has.
20-13. Kramer, another hit from that left side. Talk about the quality of the MAC. You look at some of the state rankings in D4. New Bremen at number 1, Marion at 2. Rouge has had another great year. They've been to the regionals 5 years in a row. They're at 5. They're co-champs in the Shelby County League. Fort Laramie at 7, Jackson Center at 15. And Minster made it into the rankings at 19. And the Flyers. And then you go to Division 3. Number 3, 4, and 6 are Versailles, Coldwater, St. Henry, Ada's Parkway. Coldwater, St. Henry Parkway, and all in the same district in Kalida. And then OG's at 15, who's in the same district as well, a perennial powerhouse. There's a block.
Kept alive.
Lamb bumps it across. Frank not able to make it over.
Good block by Barhorse and Hemmelgarn. Or not Hemmelgarn. Who was it? Barhorse was up there with someone. Sorry, missed it.
I think Lamb was there. She just rotated
right.
out as Inskeep came into the game. Or she rotated to the back row.
I don't think your libero is allowed to block.
Lamb, second team All-MAC, along with Lily Barhorse, second team All-MAC. Megan Portman, honorable mention, MAC. The 3 Wildcats with MAC recognition. But right now, the Flyers, 2 points away from moving on to district. They have not won district since they won state in 2013. And there's a nice hit by Barhorse.
Took something off of it and put it in the hole of the Flyer defense. She now has 8 kills for the junior attacker.
Marion had one of the great runs ever, especially small school. They won 5 titles, state titles, in 7 years. 07, 8, 9. Took 2 years off and then won in 12 and 13. But they haven't won district since that time, which is, for Marion's tradition, they're ready to move past that. And they got a lot of work to do, but right now, playing some good volleyball, but the Wildcats still fighting. Fortman there with a kill.
Fortman now with 7 kills in the match, keeping her team alive. And again, they've just been playing 50 back and forth, like you said, 1-1. It seems like when they got down by 8, they just need to get more rhythm and more consecutive serves.
Really, the Flyers had a run in all 3 games, and that's been the difference. It's been an even match otherwise. Barhorst able to get it over. Good scramble by the Wildcats. Quick one to Koenig. Now tipped around Ronnebaum.
Just a lot of athletes at the net that are waiting for their opportunity, and they take it. They just take advantage of it. They've not misplayed any of their, let's say, opportunities. They've had very limited mistakes, and a good reason why they're 18-4 and probably going to be 19-4 here shortly.
Nora Eckstein into the game. Match point for the Flyers. That misses the rafter, but it's free ball across. They'll go quick set to Ronnebaum. She goes into the net. She had a big approach and a little bit too long. So the Wildcats avoid the first match point as Barhorse back to the back row. Down 24-17. Back set. There's Koenig. Nice save by Hemmelgarn. Yep. And that will go into the net. The Marion local Flyers prevail in 3 sets over Minster. Your final scores in the First National Bank scoreboard: 25-15, 17-17. Jeff and I will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get NKTelco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NKTelco today.
We're back at the hangar at Marion Local High School. We're the home team. Marion Local Flyers took care of business. They won. They beat their rival Minster 25-15, 25-17, 25-17 on our First National Bank scoreboard. With our final numbers, Mr. Jeff Henshin.
Thank you, Dave. And the final numbers look like this. Our CAB report, kills, aces, and blocks. In the kill category, Marion Local recorded 40, Minster 25, so 15 kill advantage there for the Flyers. In the ace category, 10 for the Flyers, 6 for the Wildcats, so a 4-point margin there for Marion Local. And in the blocking category, the Flyers recorded 4 blocks for points, whereas the Minster Wildcats out-blocked them by 3, getting 7 for points. But your overall numbers, again, the Flyers 15 more kills, 40 compared to 25. And one of the bigger numbers that we don't post on that board is the number of errors. And Marion Local just 12 errors total in the whole match, 4 in each game. Minster, not too bad, but they had more. They ended up with 19 kills. Doesn't seem like much, but when they're doing everything else well, those little mistakes just keep adding up points against you. And Marion Local played clean. Minster didn't play awfully. You know, they had some attacks and such, but just couldn't get it done here as the Flyers prevail. And go through the quick stats here for the Wildcats. Brooklyn at Oslo, 2 aces. Lily Barhorse finishes the night with 8 kills and 3 blocks. Kayla Lamb, 4 kills, an ace, and 4 blocks. Lindy Himmelgarn had an ace. Elena Prenger recorded 2 aces and a block. Megan Fortman, 7 kills and 3 blocks. Addie Inskeep, 3 kills and 2 blocks. Hannah Oldegas, 3 kills for the Wildcats. Their totals, again, 25 kills, 6 aces, 7 blocks. For Marion Local Flyers, a host of participants contribute tonight. Ava Unras had an ace. Lydia Eifert recorded a kill, or had 3 aces. Julia Moeller has service ace. Reagan Kramer, 9 kills, 3 aces. Eve Mesher, 1 kill, 2 blocks. Stella Hilsman, 2 kills, 2 blocks. Nicole Frank, 5 kills and 1 block. Nora Eckstein, a kill and an ace. Lindsay Koenig, 14 kills, 2 blocks. Natalie Evers, 1 kill and 1 ace. And Chloe Ronnebaum, 7 kills and a block for her as well. So that's the numbers for the Flyers, well-rounded and just a clean performance and an impressive performance here for the Flyers.
Yeah, a lot of good numbers you had there, Jeff. A couple of them stand out. The kills, 40 to 25. The errors, only 12 errors. That's only 4 a game. And then I don't know how many it ended up, how many different players. At one time there was 8 different players with kills.
I think 8.
8 different players. Just a very balanced attack for Coach Anthony Chappell as they go to 19-4 overall, and they'll advance to district. A little bit of word on Minster, 11-13 on the season. We talked about they only graduate 2 seniors. We'd like to recognize those seniors, Lindy Hemmelgarn and also Kylie Williams. We'd like to congratulate them on their volleyball career and wish them good luck the rest of their senior year. But they have 8 juniors coming back. A lot of talent, a lot of hitting ability, and they'll have a lot to build on going into next year.
Yep, they will. The cupboard's not empty, and they played some good volleyball this year, and just ran into one of the better ones in the state tonight. And Marion Local showed up, performed, and didn't really give the Wildcats much of a chance for, let's say, the upset. And Minster, battled and just didn't have enough positive things in the tank tonight to throw out the very good Marion Local Flyers.
And those good Marion Local Flyers will play one of our NKTelco teams, New Knoxville. New Knoxville won the first game here at the hangar. They will play the second match Tuesday at Wapakoneta. They'll play the 7:30 game. New Bremen will play somebody in the first game over at Wapakoneta. Last order of business, we'll pick our player of the game for Marion. A lot of good players. Unfortunately, we can only pick one, but one of the seniors had a nice game, in Lindsey Koenig.
Number 19, yes. Lindsey Koenig finishes with 14 kills and 2 blocks, and she did it all positions in the front row. We commented on the left attack, the middle attack, the right side attacking. I don't remember any errors she committed. Not all of her swings were points, but boy, a lot of them were, and she was just very efficient. And yeah, one of many Flyers that played very well tonight and made it very difficult for the Wildcats. But congratulations tonight to Lindsey Koenig, our NKTelco player of the game.
Congratulations to Lindsey. Congratulations to the Flyers and the Rangers down the tournament trail. For our camera guy, Kurt Kuffner, our director extraordinaire, Scott Robinson, for my partner, Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.